Hi everyone, it's Mary here. I just wanted to share with you that I've caught up on my project life. I've completed week 30 and we're still in week 31, so I've done it and I'm so happy about that. So let me just show you my layout. As you see, I've tried to stay in a green sort of theme for my paper background. Last week I did blue, and the week before that I did pink. So this week it's going to be green. And then this week was special because the start of the Olympics happened, and so I took a image from the internet and I printed it out and put it in the middle of my title section. And these little alpha chipboards are from Fancy Pants. They are ones that I purchased from Scrapbox, and I'm trying to find the ones that I used, but they're exactly like this, but these ones are green. I think it's right here actually. Let me just grab it. It's this one here, and it's the little things. And again, I said it's from Fancy Pants, and it's chipboard alpha self-adhesive. And they're about 1 inch in height and anywhere from 3/4 of an inch to, 1/2 inch in width. They're nice enough. The only complaint I have about it is that I find it very difficult to take out the adhesive backing. Sometimes I end up actually starting to tear the cardboard, so you just got to be aware of that and just be careful. But I like the size and I like the font, so I used it in there. And then this foam star is actually something I discovered in the dollar store, and I think it was meant for just little kids, but they're the Build-A-Bear foam shapes. And as you see, there's all these different types. There's hearts, and there's exclamation points and flowers, and I thought they were just nice and bright and cheery, and I thought I could use some of it for my layout, so I added that star there. The paper in the back comes from the 6x6 designer paper that I've showed you from my haul from either HomeSense or Winners, and it's this paper here, which is like either it's from the Lime Twist, or the 6x6. It's just those paper packs. So I just looked through them and tried to find the ones that had either green or green shades in them. Okay, and then again I used this tag with the days of the week and just wrote down the things that happened in that week. And this butterfly comes from the Abriana Layered Accents from King Company. And then let's just go on to Monday here. So again, paper was from the 6x6 designer paper pads. And I like it because it has all these numbers, and my daughter was working at the store and she was really helping me out. She organized all my files, put away the old files and created new files, labeled things so it was much cleaner and clearer. And she's really taken on a lot of responsibility, and she's only 16, and so she's really learning how to run a business, and I think that's a good lesson for her. So here she was, my working girl. So that's why I put in those little foam alphas that I've loved and I've been using for the last 3 weeks in my layouts. And I said working 9 to 5, but really it was really working 9:30 to 5:30. But I ran out of numerical foam stickers, and so I had to use a B upside down and then 2, and then this is really an S, but it looks like a 5. So you got to be creative when you've run out of alphas. And then this tag comes from the Core Kit, the Cobalt collection from Becky Higgins. The arrow is from there too. The stamp comes from that stamp right there from Michaels that I purchased. I think it was from Michaels. I'm not too sure now. So, and then Tuesday also I took a photo of these really cute Diet Coke cans, and they were new here. So I just thought it would be a cute photo. And then I framed it with a frame that I had in this collection for making memories. It's called Shapes Red and Pink Glitter. I don't know what the name is, but I did purchase them from Scrapbox, and it has all of this in here. But I have to tell you, the smell of this it smells like I think it smells like mold. I don't know, because I had this opened when I was scrapbooking, and I'm like, what is rotting in my room? And it doesn't smell that bad, but it does have a smell to it. So, but they have really cute things on it, like this red frame, and then this top note frame that says friends and family. And I thought it would be really cute to use with my project life layouts. So, I mean, it's not bad. Don't not buy it because I'm telling you it smells like mold, because it's not that bad, but it just has a smell. So, that was part of my Tuesday layout. And then also this here is a all-day pass that I bought for my daughter. She went with her friends to Playland, and that's a fair in a city that's near us. And so she's like, Mom, do you want this? And I'm like, oh, definitely, since I never took a picture of them. Sometimes she gets a bit embarrassed if I'm always constantly taking photos, so I just use this instead. And then I put Tuesday on there from the Becky Higgins core kit. And I journaled about it over here. And, what happened was after the fair, they closed it down. Once it was closed, I picked them up. And then Lexi and her two friends slept over. There was more of them, but two friends slept over at our house. And they were two girls, and I said, oh, you guys want to go for frozen yogurt, because you know how much I love frozen yogurt. So it was like 10:30 at night, and I knew that they closed at 11:30. So we were just going to make it through. So we went, and when we got there, there was, I don't know, there's about 10, 12 young boys, and they were in a group, I think it was. And we never really thought much. My one daughter later on mentioned, or my daughter's friend later on mentioned that one guy was like super cute. But I'm an old lady. I don't know. But so we had our yogurts, and I was going to treat the girls, and I ended up buying a big, huge tub for my son and my husband, because they didn't come with us. Well, I was quite embarrassed after, because I don't even know if those guys knew that I was with the three young, pretty girls. But when we all went to go put all the items that we had, and I had that big, huge, I don't know, half a container, I don't know, the huge container of ice cream. The lady at the register said to us, oh, your bill has been taken care of by those gentlemen over there. My daughter and her friends, who are not used to this, they were like, what? And they didn't know what to do, so they were kind of baffled. And then I said, oh, okay. And so we were looking, we said, thank you. Hold on, my phone's ringing. Sorry about that, you guys. I had to take a call from my husband, and then I noticed that some of the names on here were sort of showing when I tried to record the second part. So I had to redo the sticky notes, because the girls are underage, and I just sort of want to keep their names private. So Anyways, so after the gentleman, the young man, bought the frozen yogurt for my daughters and myself and my big tub for my husband and my son, the one guy who came up to pay, I was like, "Are you sure?" He's like, "Oh, yes." And so I said, "Oh, thank you so much." And the girls are like, "Thank you." They didn't know what to do. So, you know, and I didn't know if they wanted to talk to the girls or if I was, you know, in their way. But I kind of didn't know whether I wanted them to talk to the guys, because they're strangers, right? And even though they looked like really nice young men, I don't know. So anyway, the store was closing, so we just said thank you and we left, and the girls were all giggly. And my my daughter's friend was all like, "Oh, did you see the guy in the gray? He was so cute." And anyways, on our way home, they were, you know, just chatting away, and those boys made their days. That was such a compliment to buy them the ice cream. And I felt like a teenager myself because we were giggling, and, you know, that doesn't happen to me anymore. I'm like way older and I'm not as cute as I used to be. And so I put on this little frame. It says "Cherish the Moments," because, you know, those are things that are really sweet, and those guys didn't expect anything. They just were really nice. So that was a really nice thing for them to do. So that was Wednesday, and then Thursday I took a photo of my favorite summer drink right now, and that's just iced coffee. I like it because, number one, I get my caffeine fix, and it's so hot that it's nice to have a cold cup of coffee. And secondly, because it's so much more reasonable in price than a Frappuccino. So I'm really thoroughly enjoying these iced coffee. And so I took a photo of that, and then I used some alpha sets that I purchased from Scrapbook, and I'm just trying to find it here for you because I really like it. It's this Tiny Alpha Stickers by Making Memory, and they have all different fonts for different letters. And so you get this really sort of mumbo jumbo signage when you put the letters together, and I like how that looks. So that's that. And it sticks quite well. It's really good quality, so I do recommend these Making Memories Tiny Alpha Stickers. And then Friday was a surprise party for my Tita May, which is aunt in Filipino. Aunt is Tita. And Friday was also the start of the Olympics. So as you see on my journaling spot, I sort of tried to use the one that looked like the Olympic rings, and that comes from the Becky Higgins core kit. And so I just took some photos of my family, and there's my sister-in-law, my aunt, me, my sister-in-law, my aunt who had the surprise party was 4, my dad's cousin, and my cousin. And then this is my dad's sister, and this is Tita May and her daughter, and my kids. And I don't know why the color of the photo's like that, but it's green. Their faces look green, and it goes with the theme of the paper. And, okay, so I journaled about that, and that's the arrow from the Becky Higgins core kit. And then Saturday, we have family friends who are like adopted grandparents to my children. Case and Helen are just lovely people. They have no children of their own, and I feel like they've adopted us, my husband especially, as like their child, and my kids as their grandchildren. And they always invite us over, like since the kids were teeny tiny, for dinners, and they're just lovely people. Like when I told them that my daughter got accepted to Alvin Ailey for summer last year, Helen and Case insisted on paying for our airline ticket for Lexi to go. And you know, it was such a blessing because, you know, we had started the business, and it was quite a blessing to have them offer. And we actually refused, but they insisted, like they wouldn't take no for an answer. So they feel that my children are like their grandchildren. I mean, Case sat and watched a demo of Lexi's 2-hour ballet exam, and he sat there And I know he was bored, but he did. And they're such lovely, lovely people. So Saturday they called us up and they wanted us to know if we wanted to come over and meet them. They're members at the yacht club. And so they wanted us to know if we wanted to come for dinner at the yacht club with them. And, they usually invite us at least minimum of once a year to their club. And so we were like, oh, sure. I mean, we never turned that down because it's like, it's a treat for us. I mean, you get to see how the high and mighty, or I don't know what you call it, but live. And they have this beautiful buffet and the food's delicious. But that evening, there was a special event happening because in the town near us, they have these firework competitions for like all around the world. They compete in our town and they blow off these amazing fireworks. So the yacht club has a unobstructed view of the fireworks. And after the dinner, we got to watch it, and it was amazing. Usually when we go to the yacht club, we always eat upstairs in the formal dining room, and it's quite fancy. But this time we ate downstairs where it was more casual dining, and there's a buffet there too, so that we could watch the fireworks. And it was such a treat to be able to go. So, they're just lovely people, and I love them to death. They're, it's like having a third set of parents. They're just lovely. And then on Sunday, we went to one of our favorite restaurants, which is the River House, for just a family dinner. And so the picture of my kids and my food. And it was a lovely week. I actually didn't have to make dinner for 1, 2, 3 nights, and that was awesome. So this here is my project life for week 30. I am now caught up. I am so proud of myself, and I'm happy. I have to let you guys know it wasn't that hard. It really wasn't. You just gotta print out the photos and just write a little bit, and it's done. It's a lot faster than scrapbooking. A page per photo, that's for sure. So I love this. Oh, I forgot to show you this too. This quote I got at, I think it was on Pinterest or Facebook, I'm not sure, but it says, being happy doesn't mean that everything is perfect. It means that you've decided to look beyond the imperfections. And I so need that because I tend to want everything to be perfect. And I have to realize that it can't be, and you got to just be happy. And so that is a good saying for me. And I am going to remember that one. So that's it. I'm done. Now I got to work on the current week. I'm so happy about that. And I'm excited because I've got some stuff already happening. Like this here. We went to a baseball game. I have to tell you, we are very blessed with our friends and family. This week now, one of our friends, he owns a business, and his business sponsored like a baseball game, like one of the professional baseball game. Well, we got to sit and have dinner, and we got to socialize with like his office staff, and it was so much fun. And we didn't have to pay a thing, and we had like drinks and food, and the kids had a great time. So I'm very grateful. I'm grateful for my friends and my family, and I'm grateful for you guys sitting here listening to my stories. So thanks a lot, you guys. I hope you have a great week. It's a long weekend here, so we get an extra day off, and we are gonna have a good time. So take care, everyone. Bye.